Howdy, howdy, this is Blue Otter, and today we are playing Duck Detective, The Ghost of Glamping. This is the sequel to a game that I played last year, which was Duck Detective, The Secret Salami, which will be linked at the end of the video if you'd like to see the original case. Let's go ahead and start a new game. So last time we did have the chance to have the dialogue auto advance and not auto advance, and this time I think we're just going to turn it on. So we have sleuth mode, incorrect answers are not highlighted in puzzles. Let's go to story mode, incorrect answers are highlighted.
Life wasn't easy.
It never is.
I was as broke as ever. And just when my misery had reached its peak, they decided to kick me out of my apartment. Thankfully, I had
Because you didn't pay your rent.
somewhere new to stay. But no, Hannah still hasn't seen my last 12 messages.
Get over
She
it.
rarely responded to my messages after the divorce.
You're divorced, she doesn't owe you
This
anything.
was really starting to worry me.
Not
What if
your
she was
problem.
in danger?
Nope, she's
I
not.
needed to work out what happened to her.
No, you don't. De-duck-tions. De-duck-tions are a vital part of a detective's work. So find clues by questioning persons and inspecting your surroundings. Enter clue words into the blank spaces to solve de-duck-tions. So we have Old Flame. So Anna is not replying to messages because... Oh, it's not Anna because we got to find more clues. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through all of these things that have the circle over them are things that we can interact with. We can also... Can we knock over the laundry bin? No. Select E.
Message from November 9th.
You still haven't sent back my glove. Did you think keeping my wardrobe ransom would
Who would just
trap
keep
me
one
with
glove?
You? We would very much like to not have to think about you and your brat anymore. Hurry up.
No more messages.
She sounds kind of mad. All right, so inspection. Use the magnifying glass to find clues and press E to uncover them. So here we can see public playlist sad breakup songs that hit hard. Title Love is Fake by Sad Men and Tears in the Rain by the Grieving Gerbil. There are 3 teenagers injured when trying to cross sector border. Goose Times newspaper. And we have wedding photo happier times.
I should probably delete these photos.
Okay. Having photos of you and your ex, not a big deal. Obsessing over pictures of you and your ex, seek help.
I'll need to clean this up before my roommate sees this. He tells me to stay away from the bread, but doesn't he know how dangerous it is to go cold turkey?
Okay. I know I've said this before, bread is actually not good for ducks.
Royalty payments for the only book I managed to finish. The Early Bird Catches the Criminal. The Duck Detective Story. 3 schmark last month. Why do I even bother?
I wonder what the conversion is for a schmark.
The receipt from the post office. Sienna, I did send your glove back. I'm not that irresponsible. I hope she appreciates the poem that I included.
She probably won't. It's probably creepy.
Anna, the most magnificent swan I ever had the lousy luck to fall in love with. I should be able to figure this out now.
So Old Flame. So Anna is not replying to messages because the Duck Detective is irresponsible.
So that was the issue. I feel like I've gotten a lot better lately. She should give me another chance.
She doesn't owe you another chance. And then we come in here and
Detective! I mean, Eugene. You're finally up, sleepyhead. Are you still sleeping in your trench coat? I got you those super comfy pajamas, remember?
those do look comfy.
You should really get dressed.
Sure. But I just had to come tell you that we're going on a surprise trip. And I bet you can use your deduction powers to figure out where we're going.
He giggles.
Wait. Are those bread slices?
Please leave.
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie. He sighs.
Maybe it is in my best interest to figure out what Frederson wants to drag me into.
All right. Frederson is added to the clues. We have a holiday. So someone is taking the duck detective on a trip to go, we don't know, at a blank blank. So let's go ahead and figure that out. We're gonna go this way. Into the room. Into the next room.
I usually preferred staying isolated in my room. Rummaging through Frederson's mountain of clutter was the last thing I wanted to do, but it seemed that this was how I was going to spend my Wednesday.
So here's his room. Where's Frederson's door? Or did he just... Okay, so he's got yarn. It's a couple, like a game. That's a tic-tac-toe board, a book, a box.
His newest hobby is skydiving, apparently. I don't think his snout would even fit in this helmet.
Okay, we are not going skydiving. Okay, we've got a picture. We have an unflattering picture. Looks like Frederson with some of his, looks like brothers maybe. Sunny lakeside luxurious glamping, you know, tranquil, and roller coaster near-death experience.
Why is he keeping this awful photo of me?
Because he's weird. Gotta go this way.
This equipment must be worth thousands of schmark. He hasn't gone skiing even once.
Well, he was making a good paycheck for when he was at Bear Bus. All right, we have Cutie Pie. I told you this is a work trip, Freddy. First name Freddy. Please let me bring Eugene. He seems a bit lonely. Also, he loves being by the water. So we have Moo Tube. It looks like we're going into maybe an old hospital or something. Lost Place, Sunny Lake, Erie Expeditions, subscribed. 3.4 views, 4 months. Abandoned Spooky Sanatorium. You won't believe what we found in this decrepit sanatorium. Watch until the end. We've got one more to find. What clue? Heart girlfriend.
How did he manage to find a girlfriend?
Because he gets out of his room.
Dating for a couple weeks. I guess there hasn't been enough time for her to find out how awful Frederson is. I always keep track of names in my notebook.
All right, suspects. It's important to work out a suspect's name to crack the case. First, enter their first and last name into the slots below their portrait in the journal's suspect page. So here we have Freddy Frederson. That would be one.
Have you figured it out yet?
I'm working on it.
Hold on, let's...
Never mind.
I want to look at the this, so we can do this to inspect what they look like. So that was Smug Smirk and Insufferable. It's like Hawaiian shirt, new clothes, tacky. White shorts, questionable style. Now we can talk to him.
Have you figured it out yet?
I'm working on it.
Last night?
About last night.
Oh, yeah, I heard some strange noises coming from your room. It sounded like a whale in pain.
Yeah, that's what it was. I was, watching that new show, Whale Tale.
Nice.
Right.
I thought you were having one of your breakdowns.
That's probably accurate.
Have you figured it out yet?
I'm working on it. Frederson, you'll have to take down that photo of me.
Oh, wow, which one?
The one where it looks like I have an enormous double chin.
Nonsense, you always look handsome in photos. Have you figured it out yet?
I'm working on it.
Oh, did I need...
Never
maybe I
mind.
need to... Okay, I think I need... tab. So down here, the tab, there's an exclamation mark. Over here. Holiday. So yeah, I have that. All of that. So we have Freddy is taking the duck detective on a trip to go glamping at a spooky sanatorium.
Frederson booked a glamping trip? And I'll be the third wheel? Oh, no. I need to talk him out of this. Frederson!
Did you solve the case?
I figured out you're dragging me on a camping trip I didn't consent to. Yes?
It's called glamping. It's very fancy. Let's get on the bus then.
What if I don't want to? I spend enough time with you as it is.
You
Duck
spend all your
detective,
time in your room.
I already paid for everything. And money is a bit tight right now since, you know, you're 3 months behind on rent.
Who would have thunk? Someone who got evicted from the last apartment for not paying rent doesn't pay rent on their now apartment.
I'll go.
Sunny Lakeside.
The damp air was full of mosquitoes and high expectations. I came here for Frederson, but I was staying for myself. After all, maybe I did deserve a vacation.
He inhales.
Can you smell that fresh forest air, Mr. Duck Detective?
All I smell are bus exhaustion fumes.
You know, they're meant to have some sort of celebrity staying here.
A celebrity?
Frederson, please.
I already brought your suitcase to the tent, by the way.
Well, thank you, Mr. Bus Driver.
Great. Let's go and find it.
Sunny Lake, #1 haunted camping site, according to Trip Alpaca.
You can't trust the reviews on that site.
Is it still camping if you're staying in a cabin?
Well, I mean, technically, yes. Is there one we could talk to
Have
him?
you noticed my new shirt?
I have, yes.
Do you like it?
Yes.
Yes. The colors compliment you?
Really? You always know what to say, Mr. Duck Detective.
I get the feeling that he is kind of frustrated with him. I was wondering if this was Bear Bus. It looks like it's one of Bear Bus's buses. All right, we're gonna go down this way to camp. Now we have done a little bit of this with the demo.
I'm a reasonable rodent, but 3 camping chairs and a table stolen just like that?
My client is threatening to leave if you don't fix that broken toilet!
But I'm telling you, this place is haunted. The ghost is moving things around all the time. That's the whole premise of Sunny Lake.
She scoffs.
A theft! That was definitely something I had to investigate. I also wondered what Frederson's partner was like. Who would date him voluntarily? I needed to find out who she was.
Oh, hey, let me introduce you to my girlfriend.
No! I mean, no, not necessary. I will work out her identity myself.
Of course! Exciting!
I love how Freddy is always like on board with whatever. Okay. So we've got blank is the blank at the campsite, blank is the blank in military, and blank is the blank's assistant. Okay. So let's go through. Let's look at this. We have June 7th, Einsman. We need to add clues to our book here. We have Re and Redacted. Okay. Stumperton. And June 12th, we have Frederson and McQuacklin.
This looks like it'll come in handy. I should question these people about their stay at the camp.
Adding this to the case files, so we have the booking list. So when we look in, we'll be able to see that right here if we ever want to go back and look at that. I'm going to go talk to her in a second. I just kind of want to look at some different stuff. Okay, so we've got the guest book from July 2022, so 2 years ago. Food is substandard and the weather is horrible. I'm hoping this will be improved next time. Colonel Einsman. I want a slid, Toby. I think he meant slide. Should be an E at the end.
Some people will try their hardest to find something to complain about.
Okay, we've got...
Someone hasn't checked the mailbox.
Oh, that's the
in
mailbox.
ages. It says
Dinkle. Okay. Dinkle added to the clues. Let's look at her. Constantly sweating, nervous. We have riptides and neglectful. Okay, speaking from experience, riptides do not always mean neglectful. Bracelet, evil eye, superstitious. I lost count how many tights I wore when I was a kid that would tear just from looking at them. Let's go ahead and talk to her.
Hello. I mean, welcome to Sunny Lake, where fun and fear go side by side. Tonight, I will recount the tragic tale of the haunted sanatorium for all of you. So, please don't miss it, okay?
Let's look at our...
Anything you can tell me about Sunny Lake Campsite?
Usually the campsite is mostly empty, but this week, I got 6 bookings at once. This influencer is already paying off. See, Amelia, you're not a failure after all.
Okay, so we got influencer. We also added Amelia. Okay. So we can go back here, tab. We can answer, this would be Amelia Dinkle. And we're back.
Rising tension mired the cool evening breeze. I may be here for a while yet. At least I had my emergency bread stash waiting for me in my trench coat.
Stop eating bread. All right, pondering. Tricky deductions might require new perspectives. Press H to get additional guidance at any time. You can check the map in your book to see if you've missed any clues in the world. If you want to look at a piece of evidence again, you can quickly access and enlarge in the evidence tab of your book. So I did kind of show that. What we don't have, do we have? Okay. Objects, suspects, map. So anytime there is a exclamation mark, it means that we have something here. So we're gonna do right now, we have this person. We're gonna look first, kind of size them up. We've got a whistle, so they're bossy. Hands behind back, uptight. Thick boots prepared. It looks like combat boots. So let's go and talk to them.
They have this sketchy capybara staying here.
Capybaras are pretty chill.
Probably jobless from the looks of it. I
That's
complained
judging.
to the management, but they don't seem to care at all. What if something happens to my son? He's
Then watch
too
your son.
juvenile. He wouldn't stand a chance.
Then supervise your son.
I can't believe someone took my camping equipment.
R.
What do you make of this campsite?
This place has really gone down the drain in the past years. At least this year, we don't have to book the caravan anymore. Thanks to my promotion.
Anything you can tell me about Amelia Dinkle?
I know she tries, but she's terrible at her job. She's been going off the rails with her healing crystals and whatnot. They're not exactly bringing her luck, are they?
All right, let's back out of that. I want to see something real quick because we had options. I like using the dyslexic font. Okay, so we have that. Do we have anything over here? I love that they have it where you can actually interact with the environment. So we have this.
Sound? Is that a jacuzzi?
And there's a jacuzzi and what looks like a
I didn't
yurt.
bring my swimming shorts.
I don't think that's your swimming
It's locked.
pool.
This one's unit number 1.
All right, we have Brace's cleaning kit. If found, return to Matilda Einsman. Magic Corn Adventures, Mouch Mania. There's gum with a giant bite out of it. And Toby. We've seen Toby before. Or the name Toby.
That takes me back to when I had braces as a kid.
Braces and Velcro shoes? Ugh. You must have had a rough time at school.
Oh, I'm
It says
Unit 2.
number 2. It's locked.
Yeah, well, it's also not ours. Here we go. Let's go up here.
How cool is this tent? Now we can finally have some one-on-one time together.
Like we don't have that at the apartment.
We live together.
Exactly.
I see you every single day.
I know. But this time we can have pillow talk. Talk about all the deep stuff. Like, why you never take off your hat?
I'm not ready to talk about that.
I just figured it's because that was how he was drawn. We have the Bamboon Bribery. The Early Bird Catches the Criminal, by E. McQuacklin, autobiography. And then we have, for Katya, it's a plushie. And this is, I will say, the most adorable animal
You
plushie
took my
that I've
book with
seen
you?
in a while.
Always.
You've read it 5 times already.
And I discover new things every time.
Okay, we're going to... Can we go back this way? Okay, let's go tab. Here we have... This is Matilda Einsman. I don't think we've met Toby yet. Let's look at here. So intense expression, tense. The bruise, odd shape. Weird. Okay, let's see. What else do we have? There we are. Horns. Unusual.
The
We can talk.
manager at this campsite is a disaster. Should I call the plumber myself? That will take forever. Arno won't be happy at all. Stop staring at me! I need to concentrate.
Yeah. You need to concentrate, but
What do
we'll...
you think of Matilda Eisenman?
She's crazy. She has those terrifying eyes. Keeps ranting about her new rank or whatever. I don't envy her son.
And this
Can I
one.
ask why you chose to come to this camping site?
I'm here for work.
She
This
scoffs.
isn't the kind of place I'd come to by choice.
Okay. And there's one more. We have tips from Lieutenant Lemmy. So this is Survival Handbook 3rd edition. Tips from Lieutenant, rank Lieutenant, Lemmy. You can use thick prescription glasses to create a fire. There's Lemmy. Tips from Colonel Grant. Make a tea out of pine needles for a source of vitamin C. Tips from the Brigadier Wilmer. Never drink your pee. Looks like a walrus.
Oh no! You're not supposed to drink your pee?
He
I'm
sighs.
not even going to ask.
Okay, so my little book, I've got, this is Katya Ray. Suspects, we've got this. Okay, so we have Amelia is the manager of the campsite. Matilda is a brigadier in the military, and Katya is the influencer's assistant.
Figuring out people's occupations always made things easier. Did any of them look like a chair thief, though? Anyway, I should get back to deducing the identity of Frederson's girlfriend.
All right, the girlfriend, we've already got that. We have Katya is Frey's girlfriend because her name is on the plushie he bought.
Katya the deer is Frederson's girlfriend. How did that happen? So, you're the mysterious girlfriend.
He figured it out all by himself, Katya.
And you are?
The one and only
Duck
Detective.
Ah, you're the guy that keeps ordering cheese toasties from Freddy's account.
You told her?
We're boyfriend and girlfriend. Of course we tell each other everything.
Katya! There you are! The water is cold! How am I meant to keep up my skin routine with this ice-cold water?
I was just talking to...
I don't want to hear it! Fix it now!
She
Now
groans.
that that was figured out, I was ready to explore the rest of the campsite. Let's see if any of the other guests will shed light on the chair theft. I also wondered who this oh-so-important VIP guest was.
I'm pretty sure they just
It was
passed
time
you.
to do some snooping.
All right, so we have more suspects and accommodations. We have E.
Listen, it wasn't that many cheese toasties.
All right, all right.
Mr. Duck Detective, I know it's none of my business, but back at home, you keep getting those government letters. Tons of them, and they look pretty scary.
I don't even read those. May go straight into the trash.
That is a recipe for disaster. Okay, let's look over here at tab. We're gonna go over to the look at the map. So we've got two people here. We've got Matilda here. Matilda's got something new to say, and also Amelia also has something new to say. So we can go over here and ask Matilda, what do they think of Katya?
Ray?
She acts so important. I'm not even sure what she does, really.
I'm pretty sure she doesn't either. Okay. That was informative. Let's go back and see what Amelia says, and then we can go and look at some of the other sections. We are now in the section where we have not... This is after the demo ended.
What can you tell me about Katya Ray?
She and the person she's sharing the tent with are very secretive. She's been asking me to provide security.
Are you really supposed to be telling me this?
What does that even mean?
That means that they have an influencer. Influencers sometimes can get weird people following them. Okay, let's go this way. We have, looks like, shower stalls. Okay.
This toilet is making weird noises. Sounds like it's broken.
Okay, let's look. Perfect skin vein. Chest piece, chest fan. Watch expensive. Show off. E.
Huh? What do you want? A photo? You know, it's a bit rude to approach me like this. At least have your phone out already.
But I don't want a photo.
Oh, don't bother me then.
Rude.
Why did you decide to come here?
Someone is very nosy.
Yep, that would be me.
Are you from the press?
What? No! I'm the Duck Detective.
Never heard of it.
What is your relationship with Katya Ray?
Ah, she's my assistant. I have so much to do, you know. Someone needs to moderate my streams, for example. Those fans can get way too much sometimes.
What can you tell me about Amelia Dinkle?
She gets it all wrong. All of it, I'm telling you. Jacuzzi, too hot. Bed, too soft. Well, and the toilet.
Dude, there's 3 bears that have a house you could go visit. There's the toilet right there. You could just go right there. Okay, what is this? Ooh, we've got some symbols. Cryptic. Button, combination lock, inaccessible. LLL, password.
LLL. I wonder what that means. I don't have enough information to crack this just yet.
Oh, let's...
This
E?
building looks way older than the rest. The door is locked.
Don't tell me that's the sanatorium. Let's look at tab. Is that really where he's gonna hang out? All right, let's go across. Here. We've got a lake. It looks like a capybara, and that must be Toby.
The pale moon's reflection shimmered seductively from the glassy surface of the lake. There was more to this campsite than met the eye, and I had to dredge up the murky truth, whatever the outcome.
Oh, wait, well, hold on. Can we? Oh, it should have just done it. We can go up and down that. That's cool. What would have been cool is if you come like right here and it just forces you to slide down. Okay, we have organic, berries, resourceful. Struggling shirt, overweight. We've got gray beard, aging. And E.
Look how similar these berries are. Which of these three do you think are edible?
I love him.
Really don't care.
Already.
This one.
I hope he's not the murderer.
No, wait. This one.
Wrongo! No, all of them are poisonous. In the post-apocalypse, you would have died a horrible, slow death.
Oh no!
As if there was really any doubt that Freddy, of all people, would survive. Let's look at this. Okay, we've got braces, crooked teeth, light strand fashion attempt. What do we have? Orthopedic shoes, misaligned feet. Aw, poor Toby. Okay, let's talk to him.
You wanna see my mash corn cards? I have this super strong combo for Armadillo.
Wow, this card instantly shuffles in a chomp? That's so OP!
Frederson, we have more important things to do.
Alright, R.
Are you enjoying your trip?
Mom takes me here every year. It's so boring. I'd much rather go to my friend's place.
Do you have any information about Matilda Eisenman?
She says we have to go fishing, but I really don't want to.
That sounds so British to me. Do we have more? Oh, R? Let's ask.
Why have you decided to come here?
Oh, just traveling. Enjoying some me time in between jobs.
Okay, so
this one guy, Benoit was his name. He's really getting on my nerves. He yelled at me to hurry up when I was on the toilet, only for him to squat there for 20 minutes.
Okay.
What do you make of Emilia
I think I know some
she's
enough to
lovely,
finish
isn't
filling
she?
out a lot of stuff.
I don't know much about her, but she seems like a genuine soul.
Do you have any information about Matilda Eisenman?
She can be charming if she wants to be, but
if she wants to be.
She has a bit of an unhealthy attitude.
Okay, that's there. Then we've got Q. We've got a badge, military. So this might be... Ooh, combination lock, inaccessible. And a heart. Password hint.
That heart seems out of place. I don't think I can crack this just yet.
Alright, let's come out here. Can we... E.
This is so calming, isn't it? Makes all your worries just fly away.
Frederson, those court letters that I've been receiving, they're not a big deal. Are they?
Duck Detective, you need to respond to them. I did a Google search and it said you could go to jail for that.
Huh.
This is so makes all your worries.
Is that just
Frederson, they're not a
Duck Detective, you I did a Hoogle?
Yeah,
It
this
said
is
you
just
could
that's
go
just
through.
repeating them. Okay, let's go back up here.
Someone's been doing some wood carving. The whittling knife has an engraving. It says Theodore.
What about this? I'm guessing that's the
old
sanatorium.
building is a tourist attraction.
Well, it certainly looks decrepit.
It's
Yeah,
pretty
sanatorium.
famous. I've watched so many MooTubers break in at night and explore it. It looks very spooky and dangerous. One time, a floorboard broke and one of them broke their ankles.
And that's the direction you want to go with this?
Someone's been doing the whittling knife has. It
Yeah,
says,
we've already got that. Okay. I think I can finish doing this. So we have Toby Eisman, Arnaud Benoit, and Theodore Stumperton. We have all of those. More suspects. Here we are. Toby is the child of Matilda. Blank has no friend as is a would be a chess. No, this is Arnaud is a chess influencer. See, Theodore has no job, and I would say Arnaud is the VIP guest.
Of course, it's that pompous guy who gets the VIP tent. What even is a chess influencer?
Just because he's got the, he had that chess piece around his neck. Who is staying where? We have, okay, VIP is Arnaud and Katya. Here is Matilda and Toby. Oh, and then, no, this one is, that, I think that's where Katya is. This is, the Duck Detective and Freddy. Gotcha. Maybe this might be Theodore? Okay.
That's where people were staying. Having this untangled will help in the future.
Excuse me? Can I please have attention? Your attention, I mean. It's time for the ghost tour. Please come to the sanatorium ruins by the lake. You don't have to, but please come.
What is this nonsense about ghosts?
But ghosts do exist. I've had one who would return my Rubik's Cube anytime I lost it and put it under my bed.
He sighs.
Mom said I'm not allowed to go on the ghost tour.
What are you doing here then?
Well, she's not here, so...
What is Arnaud doing?
What is Arnaud doing?
Everyone here? Oh, not everyone came. That's okay. No problem at all. Follow me. What you will see in just a moment is the abandoned Sunny Lake Sanatorium for tuberculosis. Many years ago, a terrible sickness crossed the land. It was swift and methodical as a saboteur, weakening the body and trapping the mind, and spreading with the ease of a smile. The the people acted quickly, building facilities and places of remote beauty to store the ill until they healed and returned to the cities, or worsened and returned to the earth.
It's like, or they just became unalive.
Patient 12 had been a diplomat. She'd spent her life in glorious motion, surrounded by crowds. When she caught the disease, they took her to a sanatorium on the edge of a lake. And isolation in a lonely bed felt like a form of personalized hell. The other patients had feeble routines. They shuffled to the windows, drank imported teas, watched wavelets crash and die against the rocks that lined the edge of the lake, rocks that reached upwards like grasping hands. Patient 12 did nothing but watch the shadows waltz over her bedroom ceiling.
Are we having a yellow wallpaper moment?
Each day, and miss her son, and wish that he would come and visit to steal her away from this picturesque, forsaken place. Early one morning, Patient 12 noticed a new shadow. A shadow in the shape of her son. And she knew that he had come to rescue her. And she knew it was important to be discreet. So, quietly, she dressed. And quietly, she climbed out of the window. And quietly, she followed him across the grounds. And over the fence. And to the cliffs. And quietly, she reached for him. And quietly, she found that he was not there. And the rocks that lined the edge of the lake, the rocks reached upwards to catch her like grasping hands. And they say that she picked herself up and dusted herself off and climbed slowly back to the top of the cliff, unaware that she was dead. They say when the fog rolls in, she's there, still searching for her son. And that if you are a young boy, you may feel a grasping hand cold against your own. That you should walk on quickly before it wraps itself around your wrist.
Why on earth would Matilda take her son here?
So yeah, pretty spooky, right?
What was that?
I know what that was! That was a ghost scream!
Sound like someone knocked something over. He shrieks. He sighs heavily.
Go back now.
Healthy dose of skepticism.
My tent! Katya, you won't believe this! Someone vandalized my tent!
You don't have anything under control, do you? I even specifically asked for more security.
Ghost activity is beyond my control.
We won't be coming back, that's for sure.
You go to a
Vandalism?
place that's about...
I needed to investigate the VIP tent.
What do we have? Let's ask... Katya?
I'll need a vacation after this.
Oh, I'll take you somewhere nice.
Let's ask...
What is your relationship with Arnaud Benoit?
He's an incredibly difficult client. Taking him to his tournaments is fine, but going on holiday is a nightmare. Yesterday, he wanted me to add rose syrup to his rose shampoo, so he can have more rose per rose. He drives me absolutely insane. Ugh. He pays me well, though.
How do you feel about Theodore Stumperton?
He's a strange one. He arrived here with 3 rattling suitcases. What does he need all that stuff for?
Okay, so that gives all of that. Can we...
To be honest, the scariest thing about that ghost story was the tuberculosis.
I heard they sometimes would remove ribs or a whole lung to try to keep people alive.
Ugh, too much information.
Can we do... What do you have?
A ghost, huh? This is why I always say you can never be too prepared.
What about R? We have little Toby.
What can you tell me about Toby Eisenman?
He seems like an alright kid. I'm not sure what that magical corn is all about, but we all had our fixations as kids, right?
That's true. All right, so that's the lake. Did you know? Duck.
You're a detective, right?
That's right.
Prove it.
He has a magnifying glass. Although, you should really get some proper glasses, Mr. Duck Detective. Your eyesight is terrible.
Those are expensive.
R. Let's see what you think about.
Can you tell me anything about Arnaud Benoit?
The bunny, right? He always talks to himself, but never with anyone. That seems very lonely, doesn't it?
Or maybe he's the ghost.
What do you know about Theodore Stumperton?
The Uncle Capybara is so fun! He's the only one that plays Magic Horn with me.
All right, and then we've got Matilda.
All this ruckus. I'll bet it's for nothing.
And then we've got Toby.
What can you tell me about Toby Eisenman?
He's such a smart young boy, isn't he? I hope he drops that magician corn obsession soon, though. I'm afraid he will become too nerdy. I think it's very important for parents to guide their children.
Nothing wrong with nerds.
It's locked. This one is
Unit
number
3.
3.
Okay, looking around to see if there is anything that... Okay, well that's unlocked now. Let's look over here at the map. Yeah, we just have... It's just Arnold. Okay, so that's good to know that their icons can change. Duck to water. Oh, that's actually a... Can I get out? That is a Steam achievement. I'm just trying to literally see what all I can walk on, because you can interact with different things. Okay, so for the VIP, let's come here. And we go in. And this is the inside of a tent.
The longer I lived, the more it seemed that life was ultimately just unfair. How did someone this shallow deserve luxuries like these?
There you are. You said you're a detective, correct? Please, find out why anyone would do this to me.
I'll do my best.
Me too.
All right, so we have vandalism and the deviant. Okay, let's first start with you.
It feels so invasive. What if they come back and attack me?
Did they steal anything?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, let's look at R.
You seem to take yourself very seriously.
But of course! Treat yourself how you want others to treat you. How else do you think I take all this
Arrogant?
prize money home? Confidence is everything. And clear skin.
Okay, let's see. We're looking at the 10 best Chess King streamer name. Moments. Description, something, upload. Type something, yeah. Accurate. Here, let's start at the top. We have Queen. How is my army hero doing today? Heart flirty. I can't wait any longer. You said you'll send me photos. Patience, my queen. First, you'll need to give me my present. Then you can request any photo of me you want.
I wonder who the people are in this chat.
Don't you feel bad snooping around on people's laptops?
Apparently not.
Looking at their personal information they never wanted anyone to see?
That's the whole point of being a detective.
Oh, that's for the stand.
Quite a scarf collection.
Blue, striped, checkered, one for every occasion. If you were a ghost, what kind of ghost would you be?
Poltergeist, Banshee, Vengeful Ghost. I think a poltergeist is not a ghost. And someone in the Discord commented that this should have been poltergeist as a playful. No, I've said that if some things, if they happen, I would come back and haunt them.
Be some sort of horrible, vengeful ghost. There are some people that deserve to be haunted.
I hope you don't mean me.
He chuckles nervously. I think Freddy knows that people find him annoying. We have Sudoku. Boring. It is not a boring hobby. Contact lenses, bad eyesight. Okay. And lots of makeup, fussy. So interesting thing with bad eyesight, because I'm assuming that this is the rabbits.
Who needs that much makeup?
The thing about the carrots was actually a cover for radar in, I believe, World War II, where the Germans didn't know that they had developed radar, and so it's like when they were trying to figure out why all these British pilots had such great aim or whatever, then they're just like, oh well, you know, they eat their carrots, that's great for the eyes, and that's where that whole thing started. We have number 1 trophy winner. We have a tournament. Scarf yellow. Scarves. We have a suggestive look, unnerving. Yeah, that's Armand's morning routine secrets. Rogue.
Does he take photos of himself with him wherever he goes?
Apparently.
Wow, that's a big trophy. He must be super good at chess.
Wouldn't be surprised if he's cheating somehow.
I wouldn't say that right next to him. We have a letter. Soon we will meet. For now, I have your scent, your queen. This is my lucky charm. Is there... It's like a chess piece, or this? No, that's just the wood grain. Missing something. What am I missing? Ooh, scratch marks. Old.
I wonder what this lucky charm is.
E.
What is this? Looks like a tiny recording device.
Do you think someone is listening in on our no? So creepy.
Maybe.
That is creepy. Adding to the case files. Recording device.
Well, maybe we should open up a campsite business. Looks pretty fun to me.
really don't need you as my roommate, sidekick, and business partner.
Spoil sport.
You know, you almost seem happy about the vandalism happening.
I'm happy that I'm here to help.
Okay, so we've got some stuff. Okay, so what is this?
This is a recording device we found in your tent.
Phew. What? What would someone do with recordings of me? Is this a stalker?
Maybe they want to blackmail you?
He gasps. All right, do we have... We do have something enough to do this. Vandalism. Someone decided to... Hold on, let's see. To steal the lucky... I would say yellow scarf of Arnaud.
Aha! The goal wasn't to vandalize, but to steal Arnaud's lucky scarf. I wondered what pushed the person to these lengths.
Oh, we've got another one. The deviant. Blank is getting blackmailed via chat messages with Arnaud's lucky scarf. No, that's okay. Katya is getting bribed. Personal stalker. No, not stalker. Photos. It's not Arnaud. Blank is getting bribed with chat messages, but okay, that might be, if I had to guess, Amelia? No. Okay, let's do this. Okay. Press E to unlock, or we could just press and hold. In the chat, a certain army hero is mentioned. I wonder what that could refer to. Okay, let's look back. Could that be Matilda is getting bribed via chat messages? Yeah.
Matilda was getting bribed? I wondered what the present was that they were talking about. All right. It was time to deduce who was behind the theft.
All right, the thief. Matilda, because he or she is his queen.
It was Matilda who was behind this. This was getting quite scandalous. Every year, Matilda Eisenman and her son Toby go on vacation to Sunny Lake. This year, Matilda's wildest dreams are coming true. Arnaud Benoit, a famous chess streamer, is staying at the campsite, who Matilda happens to be a huge fan of. She started chatting with him online and was asked to strike a deal in return for exclusive photos. Arnaud asked her to stay away from him for discretion, but Matilda grew impatient. In her desperate state, she broke into the VIP tent and stole Arnaud's lucky scarf.
Mr. Duck Detective, you've been silently staring into the distance for a while now?
No, I'm just figuring out the case.